much was made about your performance in front of Beyonce at the GLAAD Awards. It was this like 8-minute medley that you normally do at your shows, correct?
8.5.
8.5 minute.
And we added new elements to it because, when I tour, a lot of times either tour maybe with 2 dancers or by myself. But this one, it was Beyonce. And I wanted to create a moment for this. I feel like my drag career really was building up to this moment. My first number that I ever performed in 2009, my first Shangela performance was Beyonce's Single Ladies.
Nice.
So to be able to do Single Ladies plus 9 other songs in front of Beyonce and then get a standing ovation from her and Jay-Z afterward and then get to meet her. This is my first time ever meeting Beyonce. I went to a concert back in like 2013, I believe, or 14, and she gave me her towel from the stage.
Aww.
And I thought, oh my God, she knows me. She didn't know me. But so this was my first time like actually getting to meet her. But it was even more special because I'd just been able to honor her, and she was so present and loving, and she was like a great, like not only like a mother but a sister and a best friend and a homegirl. And she was like, girl, she told me, she's like, girl, you were in it. I could see your eyes, your face. She had this hand movement in front of her face. She said, your face was in it. Oh, she loved it. And I was like, thank you so much. I straight up fangirled on her,
and
right?
that's a Texas sister for you.
Houston, I told her, I'm from Paris. She goes, oh, I know. Jennifer already told me. Because Jennifer Lewis was in there with us. And Jennifer had given her my bio already. And go, Beyonce. Nice. And she kept going, oh, Beyonce, honey. Beyonce's in the house. Beyonce.
So because you made a point to say that in 2009 for your first performance, it was Beyonce. So it has officially been then 10 years of Shangela. And a lot of those 10 years have been in front of the public eye, either on TV or in the performances that you've done. Can you fathom that? The fact that it's been a decade's worth of hard work to get you to that moment?
No, I cannot. Because I still feel as excited and energetic about performing and being on stage and connecting with people as I did when I first started. That was the reason I started performing in drag, because I like to entertain. And when you say 10 years, I'm like, I've been doing drag for 10 years. That makes no sense to me because it just goes by so quickly. It really, really does, which is why I have to journal, because I'll forget. Not only because, I go to the club and have a cocktail, but all 10 years worth of them, but also because there are just so many moments. And it's hard to think for 10 years, but you're exactly right. I grew up in front of everyone's eyes because I'd only been doing drag for 5 months, only 10 shows before I got the opportunity to go on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 2. And everybody saw me, honey. I came in the door, big dream, no makeup on. But I never gave up. And I think that's why I have such a strong connection with my fans. And even the new people who come along the way and then go back and go, oh, she did that too. Because I've been pushing and working and out there grinding. So when these moments come, they're awesome, but I'm so happy because I worked for them. I was able to get on stage and do Beyonce, a 10-minute medley, not bothered, and have that moment and feel so confident about it because I've been doing this for 10 years. And I think that success comes when preparation meets opportunity. So I've been out there preparing. I tell everybody, do the work. And Jennifer Lewis, my greatest mentor, says to me all the time. Yeah, right? It's so fun.
So cute.
She always says, honey, you got to do the work. She says, take the elevator to success is broken. Take the stairs. And I've been on the stairs. Yeah. I mean, I got the butt muscles to prove it. Okay, my shape is lovely.
Working out them glutes. But it's. I feel like that's also very Southern thing. I feel like it's a very person of color thing where you realize that the amount of work that goes in, for some people, they'll fall off because they think it's too much. But for us, it's the challenge that really drives us to excel and do much better for ourselves than we thought was possible.
Yeah, I'm Black, gay. I grew up poor in a small town. I wanted to get out and I wanted to make something of myself. I was the firstborn grandson in my family, first kid, I guess, to be able to go to college. And I always felt like my family gave me what they could, but I watched everybody in my family work. My grandpa was a farmer. My grandma was a housewife that worked to keep the house together and help raise me when my mom was in the military. When she got out, she had like 9 jobs at a time. We did everything from working at power plants to doing security to she used to be the person that filled the vending machines at night. And sometimes at like midnight, I would go with her to work because I knew she had already worked like 2 other jobs that day to go and help like stock the vending machines. She'd be like, you need to go to bed. You have school in the morning. I'm like, I can help your mom do this. So working and a work ethic has always been something that I saw around me. And also I didn't have a choice. If I wanted to eat, if I wanted to stay in school, if I wanted to make rent, baby, I had to go to work and make money. And then when these really cool opportunities come, I'm like, I don't want to waste this shot. So I tell like my drag daughter and my assistant all the time, don't just show up to work, be the best at work. Y'all got to be the best. And some people have, and I don't blame them for where you start in life. Some people have parents that are able to help them, and that's great. But I didn't start out like that. So I had to work, and it doesn't mean that other people aren't working for what they got. I just know my story. I had to work hard. And when you're a person of color, the truth is you got to work harder. And that's instilled in us that
from
you
the
have
beginning.
to work 10 times harder to get half as much. And when you know that, and don't let that defeat you, but inspire you. Don't be knocked down by it. Don't walk in the room thinking, oh, well, they are look at me, I'm going to lose. No, baby, I came to win. Nicki Minaj wrote it. She said it. I came to win, to fight.
I love that.